Hi guys, welcome back to Shine the Fine Art. Today's tutorial is for oil pastels and we are going to draw or paint whatever it is in case of oil pastels, this beautiful colorful sunset. This is a very easy beginner's painting. I promise everyone can do it no matter what your art skills are. Even children can attempt it. I have used a toned tan Strathmore paper here, Strathmore drawing paper. It is not a very inexpensive paper here for this painting because I've seen that toned paper works very well for pastels. It automatically gives a background color to your paintings, which makes it easier actually to work on. So there you go with the sunset, and I have used a very cheap not artist grade pastels, so obviously this is not archival work, but feel free to practice with cheap brands when you are new and learning and don't want to break your bank just for learning. The Pentel pastels and Mungyo art gallery pastels, they worked wonderfully, and in this case I have not even used odorless paint thinner, which I have used previously in my other painting or drawing in pastels. I have just used oil pastels and blended with the pastels themselves. So you can always check out my video, which I will put a link in the video description, as to how the two different ways you can blend oil pastels. I think that is very useful if you intend to work in oil pastels. And without much ado, let's watch step by step and create this painting. Feel free to share this video with your friends. If you create this yourself, definitely share it with me on social media. And do not forget to like, comment and subscribe. If you do not subscribe, you may miss out on my upcoming videos. Thank you for watching.
I'm starting off with a light purple color and having a very light hand at this point. And I'm going to build up multiple layers so that it gets blended nicely. And on top of the light purple, I came with dark purple and then blue and then darker blue, and I will even pull in some black at the very edges and corners of the paintings. Now you can see I am pulling in some black. Next, I am loosely blocking in the shapes of my clouds and going around those shapes. The next layer would be for crimson. Apart from the clouds that are coming in between, we will go by the rainbow colors from blue to purple to red and orange, yellow, and then white. So this gradual transition is important in case of sunset paintings. You don't have to go all the way from white to blue. However, the transition has to be in the right order. You can see that each color that I'm putting it, I'm coming over with another color and redefining and darkening it. And the more layers I add, the better blending I will have. Now I'm coming with the yellow on top of my reds and oranges. And most of the painting you will see that I am going in a diagonal way in one direction. It is very rarely that I'm going diagonally in the other direction. It is kind of important to try and maintain one direction only. That is going to give you a very smooth look instead of a haphazard look that generally are very common with kids and kids paintings in schools. Now the lower I am going, I'm transitioning from orange to yellow to white, like I said, and the closer to the sun it would be more white. The sun I will make it completely white because my paper is already a toned tan colored paper, so I need to incorporate white in order to make it white. Apart from my cloud areas, the other areas will follow the transition pattern. Right now I'm blocking in the sun and where the sun I'm positioning there, it has to be really, really bright white so that it gives that impression of the sun. And to get this blended look, you will have to come in multiple layers, gradually coming from light to dark and dark to light. Sometimes it is important to understand that sometimes it is more efficient to go from a lighter color to a darker color, pull in a lighter color towards a darker color. Sometimes you just have to do the opposite, pull in a darker color towards a lighter color. But the gradual transition is obtained by applying multiple layers of color. And I have used almost all the different colors of the rainbow here just to create one sunset. And you see that I'm keeping on adding more and more color. There is no limit to how much color you want to add. Now I'm coming with white and adding just some highlight at the bottom of the clouds. You have to make sure that it is just at the bottom of the clouds, because the clouds are hit by the sun rays just at the bottom, because the sun is at the bottom of the clouds. So be very careful about where you are putting your sun, and depending on that you will have to put the highlights and the reflection of the sun rays on the sun. Now I'm blocking in the hills. I started with the lilac color just closer to the sun, and then I'm coming with a light purple. Next I will add some highlights on the edge of the hills. However, I will blend it all through with a blue and pull in some purples, darkers, and even I will add in some browns at the very edge of the farthermost hills. Now I am adding in a dark brown first, then I'm coming back with a golden color, adding in some oranges, kind of trying to show wherever the hills are closer to the sun rays, I'm kind of trying to show a little bit of reflection of the ground. Although I don't want to make that reflection very strong, because this is farther away from the sun and I have to get the bottom really dark, kind of creating a silhouette effect. That is what is going to make it very realistic. Now I'm adding in some black, but be very careful about the black. Don't make it too dark so that your color is all blended. And now I'm adding a few cactus limbs, and there you have your final painting. Thanks for watching again.